Hello guys, this is TFD coming back with another video. And yup, looks like we got another green object sighting in the WNBA. And you already know, Sophie Cunningham got something to say about it too. This time, we're heading straight to the Windy City. That's right, all the way up to Chicago. Let's get it. Let's go. Now look. So don't worry, you'll hear my full reaction there. But this right here, nah, we gotta talk about the madness. Because honestly, the WNBA is turning into a straight-up circus. And I'm not just saying that for clicks. From commentators throwing shade at Caitlin Clark every other night to the way she's being ghosted in the media when she misses a game. Man, it's getting real weird out here. It's like her whole impact vanished overnight. Like she ain't the reason half the arena's sold out. But hey, that's a convo for another day. Right now, we gotta talk about the circus act. Yes, sir. The full-blown Ripley's Believe It or Not WNBA edition. See, the last time I touched this topic, my video got flagged. So this time, I'm switching up the language. We're calling it the green object. Yup, another green object made its way into a WNBA arena again. Now, we all saw it in Atlanta just a few days ago. Green object flying through, acting like it owns the court. But tonight, Chicago got hit. Mid-game, man, the whole thing practically had to be paused. Because yes, another green object invaded the space. So, as y'all can see right here, yup, there it is. Another one. I'm talking another green object, just casually showing up like it's part of the halftime show. Now watch this dude, look at him. He kicks it, then he backs up like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nah, I ain't trying to have that thing touch me. And then boom, steps on it like it's a roach. Oh my god, bro, this right here, this ain't no accident. I'm sorry, this feels orchestrated. It's got that planted energy to it. And listen, I ain't trying to throw shade, but come on man, the WNBA been starving for clicks ever since Caitlin Clark sat out. They need something. Anything. Now, I'm not saying they set this up, but you telling me this happens again? Right in front of the cameras. Mid-game. Yeah, it's looking spooky. Golly man. Another one. There's gotta be more clips, more angles. 'Cause this ain't no isolated incident. I mean, you really can't make this stuff up. It's almost like we're watching a script play out. And I'm just here reporting it. Now listen here, y'all. Sophie Cunningham has officially weighed in. Yup, Sophie Cunningham. And you already know, when Sophie speaks, people listen. She jumped right into the middle of this whole green object madness. Now check this out. She's in Dallas right now. Dallas. So how she even got her phone out this fast, I don't know. But somehow, she got that thing in her hand, and she's tweeting like her life depends on it. And what does she say? Right after the game ended, seconds after, Sophie goes, "Screw this game we just played. Stop throwing the green machines on the court. You're going to hurt one of us." My goodness. That's where we're at now, folks. She didn't say, "Great team win." She didn't say, "Proud of my squad." Nope. She said, "Stop launching green objects onto the hardwood." That's how serious this has gotten. And keep in mind, she just finished handing the Dallas Wings an L, bro. She cooked them, beat the brakes off them. And the first thing on her mind? Green. Machine. Madness. Come on. At this point, it's looking strategic. Somebody in the comments said, "These new fans are out of control." And Sophie, she didn't disagree. And to that I say, thank you, Sophie. They can't break you. They've tried. And failed. But this is just getting diabolical now. Back-to-back games. Back-to-back green object invasions. We're not talking one time by accident. 3 times. This one is after the game. Same week. Same team involved. Wait, hold up. Who was playing again? Let me double-check this. Who is it? Not again, it's the Valkyries. Yup, the Valkyries. Again. Man, what is happening? It's almost like they're trying to distract everybody. Trying to pull attention away from the Indiana fever. And I'll say it, this feels like a strategic play to shift the spotlight. Because if you didn't know, the Indiana Fever have won 4 straight games. 4 straight. And guess what? Even Jason Whitlock is in on it now. He tweeted, "Can't wait to see how they blame this on Indiana fans." Bro, Atlanta, then Chicago. This ain't random anymore. I'm not saying it's a full-blown conspiracy, But this looks orchestrated. This looks manufactured. And with Caitlin Clark sidelined, the WNBA knows what's missing. Since her injury, down. 1 million views. Across platforms. That's not a dip. That's a crisis. So yeah, another green machine is officially on the loose. And honestly, this ain't looking good for the league.
You guys haven't won green room since way earlier this season, and it was very different circumstances.
Yeah.
To be able to see this group pull it out in these circumstances, how much do you think you guys have grown in that time period?
Well, this is a completely different team
Yeah.
that I haven't coached yet.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I think we looked at that we had 14 different starting lineups. So really, I'm kind of just, trying to look at our familiar faces, but at the same time enjoy players that, we picked up, like Kyla. She did a hell of a job. Again, just give credit to our team identity, which I've said killers, but goddamn, we have big hearts. Because when you can accept a player the day of the game and teach her things on the fly, but embrace the way our team does and give her confidence, I think that says a lot about who we are as Golden State Valkyries. Like, we're just not killers. Like, we have great hearts, and we brace, I think, challenges, but as a unit. Yeah.
And a little bit undersized against Camilla, and in that fourth quarter, she would almost kind of went off there for a little bit, but what does it say about you guys that you were able to step up and kind of meet her?
Yeah, I thought Illy and Tebby did a great job, being really physical, with defending without fouling. I thought they did a great job of just forcing her to take tough shots. So just credit to the physicality that they can embrace, but at the same time, we utilize our speed.
Yeah.
We said that from the jump. Speed is a gift for us, because sometimes we can just get to the rebounds faster.
Yeah.
So we sometimes look at our disadvantages as advantages.
How impressive is Illy too, coming in here? I mean, she has the three-pointers in the fourth, and I mean, kind of like her identity coming in was a three-point shooter, but I'm not sure teams even kind of know, because it feels like they're giving her a lot of space sometimes. How important has she been to you?
I mean, they should watch film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's who she's been with. I mean, that's who we knew in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why, we chose her. It's because she could space the floor, and she doesn't hesitate.
Yeah.
That's just the big nice thing about Illy, and Illy wants those big moments. She just knocked it down. Again, credit to V for finding her in pick and rolls, and then, like I said, at the end of the day, though, we won this on our defensive end.
Yeah.
Again, we were able to close the game off of a defensive stop, and I think that's huge considering that's what our goal is. Yeah.
Coach, schedule has been a big topic around the league, and you guys are probably in one of the toughest stretches right now. I heard you're flying out tonight for Vegas.
Yeah.
What is kind of the vibe right now for you and for the team in terms of the schedule?
Yeah, 5-8 I don't think is really easy for any team, and we're just trying to find ways, you know what I mean? That is our challenge. It's kind of what we talked about early on in the season. We can't choose our environment, so how can us as a staff make the environment as tough as possible when we're at home, to challenge them to understand nothing's going to be easy on the road, whether it's going to be getting calls, whether it's just going to be the crowd. So at the end of the day, we talked about, we screamed at them, we got to bring our own energy, and Landon said something really, I'm just going to keep it private, but Landon said something with a lot of heart and a lot of energy at the players, and I think that really ignited them. And again, I thought Landon did a great job with the scout. This is his scout, and I thought he just did a hell of a job with matchups and calling our coverages. So just credit to my coaching staff. They were very prepared.
Yeah, you think that's kind of when the tide turned? Because I noticed obviously they were leading at a certain point. You guys took the lead late in the fourth. I was thinking coming into the game, you guys are coming off a back-to-back, might lose some energy, but kind of felt like the opposite happened. Is that probably when that happened then?
Yeah, yelling helps. But and again, give it to our credit to our players. They love to be coached. They just said, hey, if you guys want to yell at us. So that's what we did. It keeps them in line, but at the same time, I think Kyla gave us great energy. I think Kate gave us great energy. LA gave us. Caitlin, our bench really took another step that we needed. So yeah, maybe they didn't play heavy minutes, early in on the trip. But man, did they show up today. Just their energy, that's what we needed. Even just communicating on the floor, saying with a certain type of, fierceness or sense of urgency, that's a difference rather than just kind of communicating it. I thought everybody stepped up tonight.
You say the 14 starting lineups and all that, Kyla comes in. why do you think your system has worked so well for this like plug and play mentality where you have been able to rotate so much? Like what's working to make that happen?
I think it's credit to the team. Like I said, our team has high character where they embrace new. Like as soon as she walked into the room for film session, like everyone started screaming, like almost like it was like her birthday. It was really weird. Like, but she walked in and she was just kind of like, what is this? I'm like, this is us. This is who we are. We're a tough love team. We're gonna have high expectations for you, but at the same time, we just want you to have fun. But just know, like, if you're struggling, like, we'll be there to support you and for us to, you can lean on us. And so everyone, you know, obviously, like, that's who we are. And so I think that's the type of, it's because of the character of our team. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not about, oh my gosh, she's gonna take our minutes. Nah, we want you to help, you know, we want to embrace you, and we love the fact that she can defend multiple positions. She has a certain hunger that we need, and then the fact that she was like fearless offensively, just making quick decisions, she fit perfectly.
Going off the 14 different starting lineups.
14, yeah.
The Sky themselves are also, you know, they had 8 active players today.
Yeah.
You know, Angel Reese, Errol Atkins weren't playing. Does that make it difficult too when the other team, in terms of scouting them, doesn't have all their players as well?
No, you just have to watch the layers of video because there's film.
Yeah.
There's film on everything. So I think our coaches do a great job of looking beyond of just what was recent. They go beyond that of what worked last time. You know, where are the certain lineups that we're probably going to face? So again, credit to my coaching staff. Like they do their due diligence. They go beyond just like the last couple games. So we want to be ready for every matchup possible and see where we can attack the matchups.
Last one. You said last night that it was so important to come out and kind of like punch him in the mouth early.
Yeah.
This was a game where you were a little more consistent throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine it's easier to win a game that way.
Mm-hmm.
But how important was that you were able to kind of match your energy throughout and it wasn't just like coming out early and you guys still had your legs there in the fourth?
Yeah, no, we tried.
Yeah.
We don't not want to punch them early. We don't want to come with a slow start.
Yeah.
But I thought Chicago, like they had their legs.
Yeah.
Like they had 2 days off. And we had a back-to-back on a flight. So again, like we found it, we dug deep. We've talked about having 9 strong, no excuses. And so again, credit to our team, but at the same time, our coaches just jumping on them, holding them accountable. So just complete team effort and like resilience is the word that I'm gonna continue. And like I'm going to war with these 12 any day. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.